NBC.
Now from NBC3, live, local, late breaking. This is Action News 3, live at 11.
Breaking news tonight, an arrest 1 week after a police officer is injured. Police tonight say 25-year-old Jaja Romaine rammed into a police car here on Willow Street last week, then drove off. One officer was taken to the hospital with a shoulder injury. Police have been trying to arrest Romaine on drug charges. He's now facing additional charges of assault and reckless endangerment.
Our other top story tonight, a strange surprise on the phone.
Hundreds of hot girls call free all day and night because we love.
This isn't the answer anyone expects. Instead of Medicare help, callers get a sex line. Kevin Shank is live in the Action Newsroom now with the exclusive details. Kevin?
Well, good evening, Jackie. You're not going to believe this one, and if you happen to be a Medicare recipient watching us right now, brace yourself. Take a look here at the Syracuse phone book. If you're dialing the local Medicare office, we've highlighted it here in yellow, you're not going to be getting any medical advice. Instead, you're going to be connected to a phone sex service on the other line, and the girls on the other end of this line are going to want you to fork over $2.99 a minute. 68-year-old Fred Passett of Lafayette thought he had dialed the wrong number. He needed to call the local Medicare office in Syracuse, and he looked up their 800 number in the phone book. Now, it was there as plain as day, but when Fred kept dialing, he was repeatedly connected to an X-rated phone sex line. Fred even dialed the number several times to make sure he wasn't making a mistake, and he wasn't.
I thought, well, that's a heck of a deal. Now, Medicare's providing more than what I ever thought they did, you know.
Now, after Fred's ears were left ringing, Action News dialed the 800 number to the local Medicare office in Syracuse, and you could have knocked us over with a feather with what we heard.
Hey there, sexy guy. Welcome to an exciting new way to go live, one-on-one with hot, horny girls waiting right now to talk to you.
And these hot, sexy girls are apparently waiting for everyone who thinks they're dialing the local Medicare office.
But I got to thinking about some poor old lady, say, 65, 75 years old, picking up the phone and dialing this number and getting the same thing, you know? Me, I can laugh it off. I don't think they could.
And we're not talking the old phone book here either. The 800 number listed for the local Medicare office is from the latest edition, June of 2006. And it's amazing that no one has noticed this X-rated talk till now.
Hot amateur talk and voice personals for just 99 cents per minute. Or live one-on-one talk with a nasty girl who'll do anything you want for just $2.99 per minute.
So the bottom line for Fred today, he was unable to get a hold of the local Medicare office and was left shaking his head, thinking he had done something wrong.
Now, at first I thought it was me being stupid and not getting the right number out of there. So I did it 4 times. And I wasn't enjoying this, you got to understand that. You know, but I did it 4 times just to be sure.
Now, we couldn't get a hold of anybody at the Medicare office tonight to tell us what's going on here when you dial this 800 number and you get the phone sex line instead. Now, for Fred Passett, he had to resort to rifling through his wallet tonight to find his actual Medicare card to get a different number off the card. He's going to try that number first thing in the morning, hoping he gets someone involved with Medicare. We're live in the newsroom tonight. Kevin Shank, Action News 3 Night Team.
Thank you, Kevin. New information tonight out of Cayuga County. Police are looking for your help solving a robbery. They say an elderly disabled man was robbed at gunpoint this afternoon at the Budget Inn Motel in Auburn. Officers say the suspects got away with medication, cash, and a breathing machine. There are 3 suspects, all described as black males about 6 feet tall, one with a thin mustache. If you have any information, call Auburn Police. In Syracuse, police arrest these 2 men after a drug raid reveals much more going on. Officers say 18-year-old Kadir Amin and 18-year-old Rondale Cooper were in charge of 2 infants found wandering around a house on Albert Street. Police say the kids were unwashed and they had access to a sawed-off shotgun. The suspects claim they didn't know the name nor location of the mother. Police also arrested 5 other people in that raid. Also new tonight, our first look at a man who's been missing since Halloween. 55-year-old David Bosworth disappeared from Vernon. Sheriffs are just releasing this photo taken about 10 years ago. Bosworth works at Vernon Downs. If you have any information about his whereabouts, call the Oneida County Sheriff's Department.
Meanwhile, state troopers are getting a weapon upgrade. Trooper Andrew Spare was shot and killed back in March. Police say he didn't realize he pulled over suspected bank robbers when they started shooting at him. Spare was able to shoot back, but police wonder if a better gun would have helped. Now they're switching from a Glock 17 to a Glock 37. Troopers say the guns are similar, but the new ones are more powerful. The old ones will be destroyed or sold to another police agency. The head of the Troopers Union says the move should have been made years ago. And looking live over Syracuse, it was a pretty calm day today. What does the end of the work week look like? NBC3 Weather Plus Chief Meteorologist Wayne Mahar tracking our forecasts out on the weather deck tonight. Hi, Wayne.
Hey there, Jackie. Well, it was a fairly calm day today, a mild day on into the 60s around the region. And I think tomorrow's going to be cooler, though, but still it will be okay. The weekend, that's a little different. Here's a look at live triple Doppler radar, and right now we're all high and dry around the region. So here's a look at our fastcast. Tomorrow morning early, a few extra clouds, otherwise 45 degrees at 7 a.m. And for the most part tomorrow, partly sunny and cooler, the high 52. I'll be back to tell you more about tomorrow, the weekend changes we've got coming up, and we'll look into next week, all that in a few minutes.
Thank you, Wayne. An I-team investigation now into a possible E-ZPass glitch along the thruway. Drivers at one local trucking company say the E-ZPass system is cheating them. 8 of their trucks hit the road almost every day traveling the thruway. The company says E-ZPass had seemed like a good idea, but something didn't add up about the bills. John Rotella says E-ZPass was charging for exits drivers never went to.
I noticed that the trucks appeared to be going places that weren't normal, like to exit 15.
Rotella says he checked the logs, and those downstate exits were costing him thousands of dollars too much. The Thruway Authority tells us the E-ZPass transponder on your windshield can malfunction. For example, if there's electronic interference, you could be charged as if you had driven to the farthest exit. The Thruway Authority says when errors are brought to the attention of E-ZPass, they are corrected as soon as possible, and it is not the practice of E-ZPass to make sure there are overcharges. As to Rotella's claim that the Thruway Authority could be pocketing millions of dollars because of this, the Thruway Authority says it does not believe there are millions in overcharges, but there's no data on that available. The State Controller's Office tells us there have been audits of E-ZPass, but not on this issue. A spokesman tells us the office might not have been aware of the problem before, but may look into it now.
An Action News alert tonight. Pills in your medicine cabinet might be dangerous. 11 million bottles of pain pills are being recalled. They all contain acetaminophen, a widely used pain reliever. The caplets were all made by the Perrigo company. They were sold under store brand names at places like Walmart, CVS. The company says metal fragments were found in the pills. So far, there have been no reports of injuries or illness. New tonight, a statement from Walmart. Customer safety is a top priority. We have already blocked the sale of this product at our registers and have pulled it off our store shelves. CVS has also pulled the pills from shelves. A list of stores involved in the recall is now scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
Well, pain relief is one thing many people look for in surgery. Tonight, we look into one major consideration to consider before having surgery. Megan Coleman has our special report, Hours of Operation. Megan?
Going under the knife can be scary enough, but what if we told you the time you did it could mean the difference between a smooth surgery and a problematic procedure? The story in tonight's special report, Safe Time for Surgery.
At 25 years old, Christian Ringvold of Marietta never expected to face surgery. But that's just what happened. It was a freak skiing accident, and in the end, a torn ACL.
I heard a sudden snap in my knee. And then I kind of just laid there for a little bit because it was just such an instant pain.
So over the summer, his doctor scheduled surgery for 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. Ringvold never thought much about the time.
For my own purpose, my knee is perfect. My knee is fine. I had a great surgery early in the morning. I don't know if that's the reason why.
And that's just what researchers at the Durham, North Carolina Medical Center are looking at. They're studying statistics, comparing results in patients who have surgery in the morning and later in the day. And here's what they found. People who have surgery in the late afternoon have more problems than those who have procedures done in the morning. In a review of more than 90,000 surgeries, Duke University researchers found pain or nausea was more likely to occur in late afternoon procedures. In fact, patients were 3 times more likely to have problems if their surgery began at 3 p.m. versus 8 a.m.
I think their study at least begins to ask some questions that may need further study.
Dr. Paul Cunningham is the surgery chair at Upstate Medical Center in Syracuse. He's intrigued by the study and hopes to learn more.
I don't think anybody actually succumbed, died, or had a bad outcome related to these very, very small and minor differences. What is yet to be explained, though, is why did they have these minor differences?
And that's the big question. Why were more problems popping up in the afternoon surgeries? Well, researchers point to a number of potential factors, like patients' reaction to anesthesia. Some people may also be more susceptible to pain or nausea later in the day, perhaps from a lack of food or from the stress of surgery. And researchers also looked at doctors' late-day fatigue. But Dr. Cunningham says sometimes he purposely schedules easier surgeries in the morning, and he says that could have affected the data because less complex procedures in the morning means more complicated ones in the afternoon and more of a risk for problems.
We may actually have more critical patients, more complex patients in the middle of the day or later on in the afternoon, and actually do our simpler patients earlier in the day. That in itself might have skewed the data. And
looking back, Christian Ringvold is glad his surgery was in the morning, and if he had to do it over, he'd opt for 8 a.m. again.
Yes, for sure. Definitely.
But Dr. Cunningham does not want you to overreact, saying the number of adverse reactions was low to begin with, and he says it's perfectly safe to have surgery at any time of the day.
There should be no fear that by coming to the hospital at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for your surgery, you're likely to have an untoward outcome. These are very small differences in outcomes.
Dr. Cunningham says more research still needs to be done so that doctors and patients alike can make informed decisions and ensure a safe time for surgery. With tonight's special report, Megan Coleman, Action News 3.
Thanks, Megan. One Florida teenager is in a lot of trouble tonight. Security cameras catch him in the act, and now the feds say it's not the first time. And Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Walmart makes a decision on holiday cheer. You're watching live, local, late-breaking Action News 3, live at 11.
Action News is brought to you by Duncan Bright Furniture, New York State's largest showroom.
In honor of Veterans Day, it's Duncan Bright's Freedom to Have What You Want 5-day sale. Every single piece of furniture in Duncan Bright's recently expanded showroom has been marked down. Plus, pay absolutely nothing until 2008. This all-leather sofa is now only $499. This 5-piece dining set is just $399. And this stylish queen bed is now $399. Through Monday, everything is marked down and pay absolutely nothing until 2008. But it's for 5 days only and only at Duncan Bright.
Hey folks, Tom Park here at the Fusillo Auto Mall. I know a lot of you watching right now may have some concerns about your credit. Ding! I've got a great idea. Log on to Fusillo.com anytime and apply for credit online. Just takes a few minutes, a few easy lines, and you're well on your way toward credit approval, regardless of your credit history. Bankruptcy, foreclosure, repossession, divorce, first-time buyer. Log on to Fusillo.com and get the respect you deserve. You know what it is. It's huge.
This holiday season, give the power to stay connected all year round. Get the powerful i850 camera phone free with mail-in rebate and 2-year agreement. Unlimited calling starts at 7 p.m. Plans start at just $29.99. Nextel, only from Sprint.
Hey, Anthony, what are you doing up there?
Bring us some cars to sell, Daddy.
We've got the best deal in Central New York. 2006 Chevy Impalas starting at only $13,900. All you need is $239 down and $239 a month. We've got 200 to choose from. Shop us online at usedcarking.com. Sun Chevrolet, Route 5 in Chittenango.
The Used Car King.
Live, local, late breaking. You're watching Action News 3, live at 11.
Well, a reminder tonight, be sure to check the bottom of your screen tonight.
A list of stores that sold possibly contaminated acetaminophen is now scrolling there.
Another reminder, we're probably not going to have another warm weather day tomorrow like we had today.
You're probably right. That's the way I'm thinking. I think we've had a little bit of a cold front go by, more of a northwesterly wind. Matter of fact, it's a little breezy northwest wind out here tonight, pushing the temperature down a little bit from those mild readings we had today, but it's still a very changeable weather pattern ahead. So we're going to detail all that for you starting right now. Here's a look at it all on live triple Doppler radar. And this is where we start. We start with a nice, quiet, dry night. There were a couple of sprinkles around across parts of the North Country, down into the Tug Hill, Oswego County today, but those are gone, and basically a nice, quiet night. Outside now over the weather deck, skies are partly to mostly cloudy, still a few clouds up there. 52, dew point 45. You can see the wind blowing the camera around a little bit. Humidity 77%. The wind northwest 16 miles an hour and a little bit gusty. The barometer 29, 72 and rising. Here are those numbers out at Hancock Airport today. As we often say, for where we are this time of year, this isn't bad. The high 65, the low 51. Your normal temperatures for today, 50 and 34. Records 70 and 17. Just a trace of rain, a couple of sprinkles. We'll lose 3 minutes of daylight for tomorrow. Here's a weather map for you. Satellite radar, and there's a little cold front that worked its way on through during this evening. A few extra clouds, and that's what triggered the odd sprinkle this afternoon. Behind that front, you can see temperatures are cooler. 50 degrees in Buffalo, dropped down to 41 degrees in London, Ontario, 37 up there in Alpena, Michigan. So this cooler air mass will filter down over us. So that's why tomorrow, instead of 60 to 65, like most of us had today, it will be more like 50 to 55 degrees for tomorrow. So here it is, your Futurecast. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, getting your Friday started. There's a cold front pushing further away, a mixture of clouds and sunshine at sunrise tomorrow. And for the most part tomorrow, we'll just call it partly sunny and cooler with a little bit of a northwesterly breeze. Noontime, there you are, partly sunny, temperatures at noon, upper 40s to around 50. Tomorrow afternoon, partly sunny, temperatures in the low to mid 50s. Then 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, you got plans Friday evening. We're still doing okay. Clouds will be increasing though, as this warm front starts to work on in, and then comes the weekend. Here we are, 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and we've got low pressure out to the west around Toronto. We got a stronger cold front cutting on down through the Ohio Valley. I think we'll have some rain, maybe even a thunderstorm starting to work on in during the morning hours, at some point during the morning hours on Saturday. Probably a wet Saturday afternoon, maybe even a thunderstorm. And after that goes by, a colder weather pattern for Sunday. So the forecast overnight, we'll look for partly to mostly cloudy, low temperature 5 a.m., 43. For tomorrow, a few extra clouds early on, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Otherwise, it'll become partly sunny. It'll be cooler. By 11, we're 50. And tomorrow afternoon, partly sunny, temperature about 52, maybe might squeak out 53. Here's that 7-day weather outlook for you. And on Saturday, we'll look for periods of rain developing and the chance of a thunderstorm. It'll become windy, high temperature near 60. Then turning colder Saturday night, Sunday. Couple of rain showers and wet flurries Sunday, 44. Partly sunny on Monday, 52. And increasing clouds on Tuesday, 53. And now it's time for the big deal. Every weeknight on Action News 3 live at 11, we're going to ask you a question about NBC3 programming. Your job is to be the 33rd caller with a correct answer. And whoever can do that wins $250 in cable cash to use for Time Warner cable services. Now here's tonight's question. A little bit of a tricky one. Name the NBC show in which the main character tries to fix the list of bad deeds he's done in life in order to help his karma. Now if you know the answer, call our prize line at 315-701-3333, and we'll tell you the answer and who won later in the newscast. That's the latest from the weather outside.
All right, don't know the answer, but I can hear the phones ringing now.
Okay.
Thank you, Wayne. Well, with winter almost here, lots of people already thinking about Christmas, and so is Walmart. Workers will go back to wishing shoppers a Merry Christmas. Last year, those at the store said Happy Holidays, and they got boycotted by religious groups. That's the topic of our fast feedback tonight. We want to know what you think. Do you agree with Walmart, or should they be politically correct? Log on to our website, WSTM.com, and click on the fast feedback tab. We'll share some of your comments throughout the newscast.
Police think that a jilted lover may have turned into a murderer. Now they say a nurse let her anger get the best of her. When Action News 3 continues.
Fast Feedback is brought to you by Roadrunner. Do everything faster with Time Warner Cable's Roadrunner High-Speed Online. Live at 11 is brought to you by DriveCNY.com. It's easy to use and will have you driving a new vehicle with just a few clicks of a button. DriveCNY.com.
This is a good blue for me.
It is.
But I look better in black.
Can we see the black, please? Should I bring the car around, madam?
Bonjour, madame.
Yeah? Huh? Where do you keep the private jets?
Or by the helicopters.
$1 can go a long way. New York's Mega Millions and Lotto. Hey, you never know.
You got a huge financial headache? You don't need this huge aspirin. Come see me during the month of November because you will turn into a huge person driving a new huge Hyundai. That's right. Log on this website, BillyCredit.com, like many, many Central New Yorkers do. I'm here the whole month getting people financed. Don't miss the opportunity. 10-year warranty. This is the website. It'll be huge.
Wow, what's this?
That explains Revolutionary Spring Free by Sealy Posturepedic. It's the perfect balance between softness and support. Made with Sealy's resilient latex, it gently pushes back to keep your spine properly aligned. After all, it's a Sealy.
Spring Free by Sealy Posturepedic.
Get next-day delivery at Raymore and Flanagan, your Sealy Posturepedic headquarters.
Law offices of Alexander and Catalano.
This isn't something you see every day. It's something surprising and entertaining. We're Windstream, and we're delivering something for everyone with Dish Network. Get twice as many high-def channels and more digital TV package choices than anything cable can offer. Get a Dish Network HD package and get more of what you want for less. Switch from pricey cable and start saving some green. Windstream. Grow places.
I am a talker, oh yes. I got digital phone service from Time Warner Cable. It's proven to be as reliable as everyone said that it was.
Just pick up the phone and dial.
Every month I save money.
I love the fact that I have the same phone bill every month.
There's no surprises. It's on your bill.
I'm a happy customer. I definitely wish I switched sooner.
I could have been saving a lot of money that way.
I wouldn't ever switch back. No reason.
We needed something like this.
I love Time Warner Digital Phone.
I'm Kristen Olby. Welcome to Thursday, November 9th. Take 5 drawing being observed by an auditor from KPMG. Tonight's winning Take 5 numbers are 2, 31, 8, 27, and 11. Tomorrow's Mega Millions jackpot is $63 million. Good luck, New York.
Decision 2006 means some big changes for one local county. The Cayuga County Sheriff's Department has been under the watch of Rob Outhouse for the last 4 years. But this January, there's a new sheriff in town. Sheriff-elect Dave Gould says that he wants to make changes at the department. One of the biggest issues people are asking about already, tattoos. An earlier memo banned them. Gould says officers with ink will be grandfathered in. He also wants to set up satellite stations and a day of recognition to honor employees. He says things will be different.
We will be a family. It's not that way right now. It hasn't been that way since this current sheriff took over.
Current Sheriff Rob Outhouse tells us the race is over. The voters made their choice.
The night team tracking some of the stories making news across America now. Florida police say security cameras caught this teenager robbing a bank. You can see him there showing his gun, then demanding money from the teller. Now the FBI is on his trail. Federal agents say he has robbed 7 other banks in Florida. The teenager's no stranger to law enforcement. His father's a police officer in Fort Lauderdale. A nurse in North Carolina out of jail tonight after being accused of killing a former classmate in the hospital. Police say Sally Hill gave a patient too much painkiller after surgery. That patient was Sandra Joyner, who had stolen her boyfriend 30 years ago. Hill posted bond last night. Her lawyers say she's not a flight risk because she needs to stay home and take care of her sick mother. Well, there's more to come on Action News 3 live at 11.
But first, here's John Evanson with a look at what's next in the 2-minute drill. John?
Thank you, guys. They've waited 137 years, but tonight just may have been the biggest game in Rutgers football history. Highlights from yet another battle of the Big East undefeated coming up in sports.
Now you can get 5 Arby's melts or ham and Swiss melts for only $5. Choose from our classic roast beef or freshly sliced ham. Arby's Mix-A-Melt, 5 for just $5. It's so good, it'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
With Goldberg's Custom Comfort Center, you can choose from thousands of fabrics. And the style you want at a price you'll love. And when it comes to delivery, Goldberg's gives you one option no one else can. Your custom furniture delivered in 21 days or less. It's custom furniture without the customary wait. Only at Goldberg's Custom Comfort Center.
What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. These guys trying to get in the... You can't all be movie stars, guys. Listen to me. This month, I'm here myself. Log on right now. You folks with credit problems, don't worry about it. I'm here myself. I pride myself on getting folks financed. That's right. Hyundai's 30 miles a gallon, 10-year warranty, 5-year roadside assistance. The bank love to lend you money because they know you can pay for your car because you're not going to pay for your repairs. Come see me. Use himself. You will be.
I am a talker, oh yes. I got digital phone service from Time Warner Cable. It's proven to be as reliable as everyone said that it was.
Just pick up the phone and dial.
Every month, I save money.
I love the fact that I have the same phone bill every month.
There's no surprises on your bill.
I'm a happy customer. I definitely wish I switched sooner.
I could have been saving a lot of money that way.
I wouldn't ever switch back. No reason.
We needed something like this.
I love Time Warner digital phone.
Inside every dressing room at Waterloo Premium Outlets, someone is doing their own personal victory dance. 100 fabulous outlet stores. Savings of 25 to 65% every day. Waterloo Premium Outlets. Discover pure shopping bliss.
Now you can get 5 Arby's melts or ham and Swiss melts for only $5. Choose from our classic roast beef or freshly sliced ham. Arby's Mix-A-Melt, 5 for just $5. It's so good, it'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Now, the 2-minute drill with John Evanson.
Rutgers played the first ever college football game way back in 1869. Tonight, 137 years later, they were playing in one of the biggest football games their school had ever seen. Even Donovan McNabb couldn't resist taking in this Big East doozy. Battle of the undefeated, and we only have so much time, so tell you what, I'll speed this one up for you. Jaquan Spillman with the 100-yard kickoff return, 15-7 Cards with the 2-point conversion. Brian Braun would hook up with Jimmy Riley after that, but this Kenny Britt Rutgers hookup changed the face of the game. It leads to a Ray Rice touchdown and a 2-point conversion there as well. 25-22 Cards to the final seconds, all tied up. Jeremy Ito hooks it wide left, but a Cardinals offside gives him another chance. I kid you not. This time, he makes no mistake. Rutgers remains undefeated. The Cards' national title dreams faded. 28-25 the final, and yes, the field is still absolutely packed as we speak. The 3-6 Orange, of course, in South Florida this weekend, and with their bowl chances very slim now, many are wondering if we'll see Andrew Robinson take over for the Double P. G-Rob will not commit to anything.
Is Andrew making progress? I think he is. Just watching him last week in practice, I just see he's making good progress. But right now, the game plan is built to beat South Florida.
The Three Stooges never failed to make you laugh. 3 pancakes with breakfast perfect. 3 games and 3 nights to start the season. Why, that's a different story. Back to back to back. Never an easy way to start the season, but the Orange do just that, starting with St. Francis tomorrow. It could have its advantages, though, putting the learning curve into high gear for the freshmen.
It's going to be a challenge for those guys to come out. You know, 3 games in 3 straight days is a challenge for anyone, and to be new at it, they're going to run into different situations they never experienced, but it's up to us to help them get through it.
To baseball, the wily vet may no longer be a Met. Tom Glavine has filed provisionally for free agency, still considering going back to the Braves. Glavine's agent says he's in preliminary discussions with the Metropolitans. So the Orange, if anything, could be spoilers when it's all said and done. Last game of the season against Rutgers.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, that'll be good.
All right,
the tickets will be flying off like pancakes, hotcakes, I've already mentioned.
They'll pack the place.
Yes.
Thanks, John. And still ahead from the Action News 319. One last look at the weather and your bus stop forecast in just a couple of minutes. And later on Leno.
Jag så mycket. Hey, folks. My name is Jay Leno. I'm from America. Howdy. Tonight on the show, we have Borat, this me, and plus a business mogul and a TV host, Marvin Stewart. Music from Damian Rice and Battle of Jaywalk All-Stars. Dziękuję. Yes.
Action News is brought to you by Hyundai. Quality that offers America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles.
Don't do it. Don't buy a Honda Accord before you drive the new Hyundai Sonata. Why? Because the Sonata costs a whopping $2,900 less, and the fuel-efficient Sonata has more standard safety features, like 6 airbags and electronic stability control. And it's built in America's most advanced assembly plant. Plus, it's backed by America's best warranty. You gotta test drive this. The award-winning Sonata from Hyundai. Lease a new Hyundai Sonata for just $199 a month at your local Hyundai dealer.
When you need support, encouragement, or a simple answer on your time, MVP Healthcare is here to help you take on life and live well.
You're buying.
Good thing you can get 2 Big Macs for $3. 2 for $3. And at breakfast time, 2 Egg McMuffins are also only $3.
Yes.
The crazy little things that you do are magical. Fly me away on a little plane, high in the sky. Wanna see you again. Wanna know this time, gotta tell you what I'm feeling.
Bet you guess. Oh, we're on the air. Listen, I'm pricing these cars myself during the month of November. Right here, my favorite month is Thanksgiving. I got to tell you, November, Thanksgiving, football, the leaves are changing. It's unbelievable. And I'm here myself. And I got to tell you, folks, if you're in the market for an SUV, if you're in the market for the new van, if you're in the market for the new Sonata, the new Azera, Hyundai, everything's new. Come see me, because you will be.
Time now to check in with Wayne for one last look at the weather. Wayne.
Okay, bus stop weather, here it is for you for tomorrow morning. Now, I know a lot of kids don't have school tomorrow, but there might still be a few that do, so partly cloudy, temperature 43 to 48. Now, the contest tonight, the question was, name the NBC show in which the main character tries to fix the list of bad deeds he's done in life in order to help his karma. And the show is My Name is Earl. And the winner tonight, we want to say congratulations to Jennifer Dawson from East Syracuse. Jennifer, you've won $250 in cable cash from Time Warner Cable. And you're one of the 20 finalists for the big deal, a trip to L.A. to see a taping of Deal or No Deal. That's the latest from the weather outside.
All right, thank you, Wayne. And a reminder, Action News 3 back with Today in Central New York live at 5 a.m. Local news and weather at WSTM.com. I'm Don Lark.
I'm Jackie Robinson. Good night, Central New York.